Hey everybody, it is DylanLasagna here. Welcome to another video here on this channel. And man, the news about GTA Trilogy, the Definitive Edition, or as I like to call it without making it a damn tongue twister, GTA Trilogy Remastered. We got some news about it just a couple of days ago on GTA's 20th anniversary for Grand Theft Auto 3. Man, that was a tongue twister. But we in all seriousness, we got some news about this remasters of 3 classic GTA games that are coming out very soon. Yeah, this is coming out on November 11th, so in about 2 to 3 weeks time. People are gonna finally experience some for the first time, some for the millionth time, but with better graphics, better performance, and in a much more playable state. We got this trailer on the 20th anniversary of GTA 3 on October 27th, not 27th, the 22nd, and overall, it looks pretty good. I'm not a big graphics freak. I always prefer gameplay over graphics, and that's always how I've been. But this game looks sexy as hell, man. Did you see Claude in that trailer? He looks so good. He looks more improved, at least appearance-wise, than Tommy and CJ. Some of the character models, yeah, were pretty funky, but others, I think they look more improved. And also the environments, the lighting, the visuals, they also looked really, really good. It gave me kind of like that GTA 5 kind of style of visuals, but in the classic GTA games. So I'm really impressed with this collection, this effort that Rockstar is doing. It's honestly better than what Nintendo did with Super Mario 3D All-Stars. Maybe you'll learn something from Rockstar Nintendo on how to properly do a collection of remasters. Let's briefly talk about this. Let's briefly talk about what was already discussed by a bunch of people already. So, as you can tell, this is coming out on November 11th for all the major consoles, including the one I'm most interested in, the Nintendo Switch. As you can tell, it's already coming out digitally on November 11th. It's coming out physically on December 7th, nearly a month later. My biggest question still remains on whether this physical release for the Nintendo Switch is going to have all 3 games on one cartridge. Or is it going to be like that kind of deal with the Spyro Reignited trilogy by Activision, where it was just one game and the rest you have to download. I hope that's not the case. I hope Rockstar, with the millions and billions of dollars they make from the shark cards on GTA Online, hopefully they invested the time, the resources to put all these games into one cartridge. I mean, they have the money. They can invest in that one 32 gigabyte cartridge that CD Projekt Red was able to do so with The Witcher 3 on the Switch, and put all 3 games in one cartridge. So anyway, yeah, the physical release is releasing for Xbox Series X, Xbox One, Nintendo Switch, and surprisingly not PlayStation 5. It's getting for PS4, but not PS5. Anyway, it talks about graphics, characters. Hopefully the music is all kept in. I imagine it was probably a bitch for Rockstar to relicense all that music, even with the millions of dollars they have. And then they continue to talk about all the new visual enhancements that they did for GTA 3, Vice City, and San Andreas. I mean, look at this. Vice City looks 10 times better than it did back in its heyday. I mean, it's beautiful. They really updated it to modern standards. Now, I just really hope that Claude and Tommy are able to swim in this much cleaner water. But anyway, they also talk about platform specific features. For example, the Nintendo Switch version also is going to feature motion controls. So when you're aiming to shoot, you can move the controller around, kind of like when you're playing Splatoon 2. That's going to be pretty cool. I mean, for those who are interested, I'm personally interested in trying that out. And then if you're playing in handheld mode, you can use the touchscreen for specific things like menu selection and whatnot. And then they talk about a variety of other enhancements for graphically. And then here's this beautiful shot of San Andreas. Honestly, again, it looks much better. And I know it's kind of weird, maybe this is why Rockstar kept deleting all those mods, those graphics mods, all throughout this year. You know, because of this. But anyway, they talk about how this was developed by using Unreal Engine. Hence, why I just mentioned like they kept deleting all those graphics mods that people were using with Unreal Engine. And yeah, they pretty much finish by saying thank you and talking about GTA Online. So pretty much here's all the features that are mentioned in that article on Rockstar Newswire, and this is more like in a much more condensed layout. Some things that I didn't mention that were mentioned by a bunch of other people was that it's going to be in a GTA 5 style control layout. I hope they have the option for those that are more comfortable with the like classic style layout. They got improved gunplay and targeting controls. I don't know what that means, but maybe a cover system like the one in GTA 5. The weapon wheel and radio selection in GTA 5 is coming here too. They also mentioned mini maps with a navigation system. That's pretty cool for new players that have only played GTA 5 and are going into this game, so they can at least know where they're going. And I hope a mini map is a map is going to be in the pause menu of GTA 3 because it is severely needed. And like I was saying, it's going to be weird for like new player, not new players, veteran players, because like it's like for me at least, it's like navigation GPS in the year 1980 and 1990. Weird. We're predicting the future here. So anyway, there's a ability to restart failed missions. So there's like a checkpoint system. So I probably imagine it's gonna be like the one that was in the mobile ports from like a decade ago for GTA 3, Vice City, and San Andreas. Yeah, also talk about the graphics again. You can also pre-order the game on the consoles digitally. You can also pre-order physically for PS4 and Xbox One. I'm not sure what's going on with the Switch version at the moment. Probably by the time like after I'm recording this, they probably put it up and like, well, I'm shit out of luck. So anyway, regarding to the Switch version, because I'm most interested in that, you can pre-order the game on the eShop right now. And the game size is 25 gigs. I honestly thought it was gonna be much bigger because I'm not sure how much. I think LA Noire. Let me take a look. How big is LA Noire? 27. So slightly bigger than GTA the trilogy. So for one game, it's bigger, but for this, it's slightly smaller. So pretty good. My other questions for this game, like we've seen the trailer and all that. Like everyone's seen the screenshots, but my only questions regarding this game, it's coming out in 2 or 3 weeks, and I still have a lot of remaining questions. There's a lot of questions on my mind, even as I'm still talking about this, and I'm just wondering at this point, like how's it gonna run? Is it gonna be 1080p, 60 frames per second for for all like the older consoles like PS4, Xbox One? How's it gonna run on the Nintendo Switch? I guess we're gonna find that out when it comes out digitally in a couple weeks. And I'm honestly hoping towards nothing was cut from the game, because some of the things that are in this game are like pretty touchy. And I know in the year 2021, everyone's like, oh no, why are they doing that in the game? Like, cancel. And like, people, get a grip. It's a video game, god damn it. So, yeah, I hope they don't remove anything from the game. Like, no, like even for as controversial as it is, don't remove anything from any of the games. My other question is, like, did they get most or all the songs back from 3, Vice City, and San Andreas? And I know it's gonna be a bitch. It was probably a bitch to relicense all those songs for Rockstar. I just hope that they were able to, because they have a bunch of shit ton of money, especially for all the people that buy shark cards for GTA Online. So I'm hoping that Rockstar was able to repurchase the licenses for all these songs, because Vice City is not complete without Billie Jean by Michael Jackson. San Andreas is not complete without a variety of songs, especially Radio Los Santos. You can't have San Andreas' soundtrack without Radio Los Santos not having NWA, Eazy-E, Dr. Dre, who else was in there? Kid Frost, but like pretty much the entirety of Radio Los Santos and the other 90s and 80s hits in that soundtrack. So hopefully they keep the entirety, or at least most of the soundtrack in there, especially the key songs in that radio set list. But anyway, another question that I had, and this in regards to San Andreas, is the 2-player mode. For those of you that never played San Andreas, there was a 2-player co-op mode in the game where you can just play with another person, whether it's your friend, your buddy, your cousin. You can hand them another controller, and then you can just freely roam the streets of San Andreas and just cause chaos. You can go against the police. You can, I don't know, wreak havoc with all your weapons. You can even put cheat codes in the game with this co-op mode. It was a pretty good mode. So like 2 people can play San Andreas free roam. Are they gonna include that in the game? Because I see on the Nintendo eShop listing that it's only 1 player, and I hope that's not the case. That they removed this mode, because this would be a good potential to keep this mode in, so people can like play this, whether it's especially on the go. They could play this mode, this free roam mode, tabletop, whether it's at the mall or at a food place, and just like, you know, go crazy, go crazy where they are. So I hope they kept that mode in. I mean, it's not a deal breaker for some people, but for me, it was always a crazy ton of fun with whether it's my friends or my cousins. And then last but not least, it's I just wondering why this was $60 for 3 games that essentially, like, I mean, yes, it's essentially getting much better improvements, much better like graphics, much better like gameplay, at least on paper, elements. But $60, man, that's a steep price tag. At least it's looking better than what Nintendo tried to do with Super Mario 3D All-Stars. The effort is better, much better than Super Mario 3D All-Stars from Nintendo. But yes, I think $60 is a little too steep in my book. You know, you have the Crash Insane trilogy, the Spyro Reignited trilogy from Activision, who's much worse, and they only set their remakes for $40. I mean, I don't know. I guess for some people, yeah, the $60 is fine. For others, not so much, because they played it so much, and for others, it's not justified because the graphics are shit in their eyes. But I don't know. We'll see. I mean, I still tend to picking it up, but yeah, $60 is gonna be a steep price for a lot of people, and you know, it is what it is. And eventually, you know, it's gonna drop in price anyway, just like GTA 5. And yeah, it for right now, it's pretty steep. So what do you guys think about the new first trailer for GTA the Trilogy Remastered, aka the Trilogy the Definitive Edition? Let me know in the comments below. I'd love to hear what you guys have to say. And I already know some person in the my community post talking about this, saying that CJ looked weird. And yeah, I kind of agree he does. But I mean, hey, what can you do? But anyway, that is it for this video. I am DylanLasagna signing out. I'm looking forward to this game on December 7th because that's when it's coming out physically. But for now, I'm looking forward to all the impression videos that all these YouTubers are going to put out on November 11th when this game comes out digitally. But until then, I'm just gonna have to wait a little bit longer for this game. Hopefully Rockstar has more news to share about it, because I'd like to see more gameplay of it. But anyway, that's it for this video. Always be delicious, and I'll see you all in the next one. Take care.